Alright guys, welcome to this evening debrief. Basically, I just want to go through what went on today, how it was setting up coming into the session. It was pretty difficult. I didn't really have a very good session, but I saw the difficulty in trading this. I started off today by putting out my plan where I detailed where we are, what's going on. We're trading inside this area of balance. It's basically this balance that we beat in, encapsulating last Friday's upper distribution here, and all of this week we've just been ranging, finding buyers since the CPI last Thursday. We are finding buyers responding to 39.50 and sellers, as we saw yesterday, over PPI. They were responding above 40.50. So we're basically stuck in the middle. And then on top of that, we basically had a pretty interesting sequence of events yesterday from coming from Poland and Ukraine, where we had a missile strike that hit inside NATO borders, and there was worry that Article 5 might kick off. So let's just quickly have a look what's been going on. So just to reiterate there, this is a very difficult area to be trading in. So the only trades I'd like to be taking are, unless it's very, very obvious, I'd like to be responsive at these lower levels and again at these high levels. I think that this could go pretty much either way at the moment. But yeah, the key is to basically recognize that there isn't the volume or the energy to go through with it and to actually take the other side of balance out. And let's just have a quick look at the profiles for the day, if it works. Yeah, there we go. And you can see the volume we've had today is just really, really low. We've got this normal variation day with one side of the IB breaking. No real tails, very, very lackluster either side. But look at the volumes. We've only done 1 million lots today, really, really low. 1 million lots is it's not the most often that you see it only do 1 million lots. So pretty quiet day. We're just kind of filling in this area here. We could see that I've had these pushes higher. We're just filling in these lower areas now, and now we've got a very nice looking weekly distribution. We had a slight move in the VPOC from 4,000 down to where is it now? 39.78, 39.80. So let's just quickly have a look at what were the areas that we're looking at, what actually happened. So we were interested in looking at this tail from yesterday's potential denial by Russia that they hadn't struck Poland. This was an important area. 39.80 was a really important area for me. Just because I saw that there was a lot of absorption, a lot of orders that could stop through there. So these were areas that I took trades in. Let's just have a look at what happened today. Right, and basically we had this nice little double top set up in the RTH session into retail sales. We had retail sales, which was this little very sharp push low down to 82. As you can see that these 80s held really, really well there, and that gave me some confidence into thinking, well, do you know what, this is probably got buyers still interested in buying this. They were very, very responsive. All shorts got pushed out through here, but then when you start seeing this 4,000 level not being taken out, you see that instead of responding, you've got to ask yourself, well, we just had a very, very, very quick push down lower, a lot of trap sellers, but yet they're unable to, they're not getting squeezed. So the seller is still in there trying to hold the auction lower. And basically that's what kind of happened into the open. We kind of had this immediate pushback up higher, up into this low volume node in the extended trading hours, around the 90s area. and then we pushed down to break the 80s that we were looking at, that formed, and a very poor low in the ETH session, and then we broke it. But that is a pretty big level for me. I would imagine there's quite a bit of orders that are stuck and stomping through there. And what I would want to see for a continuation lower is for a breakthrough, but then a push back up into these 80-82s areas, and for it to then immediately start rotating back low, which is kind of what we got here. So this was looking good here. I was feeling pretty confident about being short here, but then it eventually came back and spiked me up through to 87. Now you don't want to be seeing that. I actually forgot that my first initial trade actually was I was looking for responsive longs at the weekly value area low, because this little area here, but then that kind of stopped out there. That wasn't a very good trade. But anyway, so you can just see that it just chopped, really, really choppy, rotating around about 39.80, and really, really difficult day to trade. Really don't want to be trading that kind of thing. R vol is really low, which is another key thing for me. If I see that not really peaking, no interest, I start to lose interest very, very quickly. What got me interested initially was just the location of where we were trading. I thought there could be potential for a break lower, but then I kind of quickly changed my mind on that after seeing what happened on retail sales and seeing bonds kind of rallying. I thought it would be very hard for equities to sort of liquidate given what was going on in the bond markets. But today, saying that, I kind of noticed that the correlations had maybe shifted a little bit. We saw dollar strengthening into the close. We saw dollar strengthening. We saw bond strengthening, and obviously we saw this really, really big drop off in NQ and ES. Not so much, but NQ and Russell, they were down almost 2% on the day. So Russell was really, really clean off the open. It just liquidated lower straight off the open. Really, really clean moves. Anyway, so one thing I noticed was that correlations were a little bit off today, and I pointed that out earlier to some of you guys, so maybe check that out. But overall, really, really difficult day. We're seeing these bonds, especially the long end, just continue trend higher. Really, really steady trend. We had a decent auction as well. That was the auction there. We had this pop-up pushback. That gave me an opportunity to get small long and then hold it to take out the highs. Pretty easy trade. Basically, pulling back to the scene of the crime, getting involved in that area, and then seeing it ride up higher. That's all I want to say for the day today. Really, really difficult. If you manage to take a few trades, to be honest, for me it was an early day, knocked off early. I really didn't see much in the day that could materialize, that could entice me to stay. But going forward, let's do a quick review. Here we go. So obviously we've got this poor low, and what seems to be happening is just liquidity is just coming in at lower and lower prices, and we're moving lower since yesterday's PPI. But we have OPEX coming up, so I think the strike that we're looking at is the 4,000 level. So my best guess would be, we're rotating between 39.50 and 40.50. I can see a spike low down to these 39.50s, but I expect buyers to respond. Likewise, any moves above 40.25 to 40.50, I expect sellers to respond, and for us to just dick around 4,000 pretty much. I think that's what the market wants. I think that's what it's trying to do. Let's see if it manages to accomplish it. We had a lot of selling today that didn't really get anywhere. So yeah, right. That's pretty much it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this little debrief. Catch you all tomorrow.